Hello guys, I'm going to be showing a video on how to do the, it's a cheese called the Barax supply cheese. It's quite fun, and usually if you can do it correctly, you should win within the first 4 to 5 minutes of the game. So once this is done loading, yeah, I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so in the top corner, this map is Steps of War. In the top corner, here's my opponent. His name is Zep. And at the bottom, this is where I am, Villadin, spawning as the blue Terran. And I chose to choose this map because particularly it doesn't take a very long time to cross from this part of the map all the way to the top. There's a very, very short run distance. So it's a really good map for those who want to play aggressively, and a bad map for people who want to play defensively. So I'd recommend, if you're playing on Steps of War, to play as aggressive as possible. Okay, so how does the Barax Supply Depot cheese work? When you reach 9 supply, you take out 2 of your. Here, I didn't really do the supply the build 100% correct, so forgive me here. But anyways, you take the build and you bring out your first 2 SCVs, and yeah, so you place the Barax usually close to the enemy's base. What I mean by Barax Supply is because normally when you hit 9 supply, you build 2 Barax and a supply depot at the same time, all while maintaining SCV production and building Marines. Normally I would have built the Barax around here, or you could have built it around here. It's someplace you didn't want your, if the enemy sends a scout, let's say down here, it's going to cross, it's going to come, he's going to see this cheese, and whoops, he's going to throw a bunker down, and it's pretty much all over. Luckily in this case, this guy didn't even scout once. Yeah, and this is around the 1,000 point diamond mark, so it can still work. And another reason why you can drop the Barax here, if it does fail, you can just end up walling this off here, which means that you can safely expand here, especially if you get siege tanks to line up the walls here, they'll be able to shoot things that come around from there. Alright, so what do you do when you get your 2 Barax? When you get your 2 Barax, I don't know why achievements, anyways, you start building Marines. As you notice, I've hotkeyed it so that I can, when I'm in the middle of a battle, I can just hit 4 and then hit the Marines right again. When you reach about 5 or 6 Marines, that's when I would suggest you go up to the ramp and start attacking. So in this case, the Terran walling off, he's just going a standard build. He's getting a second gas for some type of mech play, so probably tanks or Vikings. Yeah, so anyways, we have 1 Marine out, and in the meantime I have 2 SCVs and already 3 Marines, and you keep making Marines at your base, and normally you should be making more SCVs and building supply depots. Alright, so hopefully we're going to start attacking. Whoops, a stupid lag, I need a new card drive. Alright, so how does this work? When you're going to attack, make sure you have both of your SCVs in the front. The reason for this is that for some reason the computer automatically seems to attack SCVs first. So as you've noticed, they're automatically shooting the SCVs. Even while I'm shooting him, the SCV is still the one taking the shots. And there you go. And you just punch in. Alright, this build can be countered really easily if all you do is drop a supply depot like around here. There's no way you're going to be able to destroy it, especially if you have SCVs in the back. Even with 1 Marine, you'll be able to kill it. But in this case, it didn't. So I dropped a bunker for fun, and this guy getting panic, sends all his SCVs down. Bring up the production APM tab. Okay, one important thing here is don't underestimate SCVs. They can do 5 damage, they have 45 health. You gotta micro it so that your Marines don't get surrounded. Which wasn't a really good idea here. I should have moved my Marines back. Oh, there you go. So it's a really easy technique. All you gotta do is select your Marines, move back, hit stop, select your Marines, move back, hit stop, and that's all you gotta do. And there you go. That's game. So that's the Barax Supply Depot cheese. So if you liked it, leave a comment, and if there's anything else you want to know, leave it in the comments below. Thanks.